James A. Garfield's Inaugural Address, March 4th, 1881. Fellow citizens, we stand today upon an eminence which overlooks 100 years of national life, a century crowded with perils, but crowned with the triumphs of liberty and law. Before continuing the onward march, let us pause on this height for a moment to strengthen our faith and renew our hope by a glance at the pathway along which our people have traveled. It is now 3 days, more than 100 years, since the adoption of the first written Constitution of the United States, the Articles of Confederation and Perpetual Union. The new republic was then beset with danger on every hand. It had not conquered a place in the family of nations. The decisive battle of the War for Independence, whose centennial anniversary will soon be gratefully celebrated at Yorktown, had not yet been fought, and the colonies were struggling not only against the armies of a great nation, but against the settled opinions of mankind. For the world did not then believe that the supreme authority of government could be safely entrusted to the guardianship of the people themselves. We cannot overestimate the fervent love of liberty, the intelligent courage, and the sum of common sense with which our fathers made the great experiment of self-government. When they found, after a short trial, that the Confederacy was too weak to meet the necessities of a vigorous and expanding republic, they boldly set it aside, and in its stead established a national union, founded directly upon the will of the people, endowed with full power of self-preservation, and ample authority for the accomplishment of its great objects. Under this Constitution, the boundaries of freedom have been enlarged, the foundations of order and peace have been strengthened, and the growth of our people in all the better elements of national life has indicated the wisdom of the founders and given new hope to their descendants. The elevation of the Negro race from slavery to the full rights of citizenship is the most important political change we have known since the adoption of the Constitution of 1787. No thoughtful man can fail to appreciate its beneficent effects. The freedman has already shown his capacity for self-government and his fitness for citizenship. He has learned to read and write, and to understand the duties as well as the privileges of political life. But for the sake of both races and for the peace of the country, it is necessary that the rights of the colored citizen be fully protected. The free enjoyment of equal suffrage is still in question, and a frank statement of the issue may aid its solution. I cannot doubt that the American people, when they calmly consider the question, will resolve that it is better to secure the full enjoyment of the rights of citizenship to all citizens than to hazard the peace of the country by any attempt to evade the spirit of the Constitution. It is the duty of the national government to enforce the constitutional guarantees of liberty and justice to all. The civil service can never be placed on a satisfactory basis until it is regulated by law. The spirit of the Constitution demands that appointments to office should be made upon the ground of merit alone. The people have the right to protection from the incompetency of public servants. The elevation of the standard of education and the diffusion of knowledge are essential to the preservation of our institutions. The Republic rests upon the intelligence and virtue of the people, and the surest foundation of our system is the education of the youth of the land. I now commend you to the guidance of Almighty God, whose power controls the destiny of nations.